It was a simultaneous, well-calculated and thorough raid targeting homes spread across Nairobi's leafy suburbs. This in a bid to uncover evidence that could shed some light on the mysterious disappearance of 791 million shillings at the National Youth Service, the latest mega scandal roiling the Jubilee administration. It turned out to be a bountiful affair in terms of what was discovered. In one of the homes belonging to a suspended NYS official, the investigators found 4 million shillings stashed under a pillow. The officer could not account for the money. In the other houses, an unknown amount of cash in safes was also found. Our sources did not reveal in whose houses the safes were found, although the same were impounded.
Cannot just come to somebody's house just like that. This is somebody's residence.
The early raid caught the owners off guard. But the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission officials, armed with search warrants, barged into the gated homes.
Hakuna kitu tumefanya mbaya. We are not criminals.
This is the home of engineer Peter Mangiti, the permanent secretary who was fired from the Devolution and Planning Ministry.
Kwani nani alikuwa ameficha mlikuwa mnaangalia? Hakuna mwizi hapa.
They are basically doing their work, which I will not be able to disclose.
In the affluent Kitisuru suburb, investigators invaded the former Devolution Cabinet Secretary Anne Waiguru's residence. Her lawyer, Ahmed Nasser Abdullahi, arrived on site as soon as the raid began. The raid would take 4 hours, as a battery of journalists camped outside the compound.
They took some of our records, her previous employments. They took some of our bank statements, some dating as far back as 2006. So we gave them a free access.
At the home of the former NYS director Nelson Githinji, who also stepped aside, the raid took 2 hours behind closed gates. Assistant NYS director Adan Harake's home was also raided, alongside 11 other officials. When these officials recorded their initial statements with EACC, questions were reportedly raised about their wealth declaration, in particular property they had acquired. And today, during the raid, some of them were found to have more residential properties than they had declared in their wealth declaration forms. Also impounded were computers that the EACC detectives believe were being used to tamper with information related to the NYS scandal remotely. The affected officials will be required to record fresh statements before their files are forwarded to the Director of Public Prosecutions with necessary actions. Selvi Chebet for The Big Question.